Hello everyone and welcome back to the Long Dark and back to DeadWorld. And this is DeadWorld episode 31. And we're picking up where we left off. We just got back with our partially made wolf skin coat. And we've got a few items to cook, I believe. Let's take a peek here. I need to get caught up a little bit. Yeah, we've got one cooked, and we've got 4 not cooked. And I think I'd like to save at least one not cooked item, because if we get over to the camp office, we might be able to make venison pie. Let's take a look at that real quick here. That's stew. Ptarmigan, venison pie. Does that not do for lifting? Yes, it does. So I was thinking if we could make a batch of these, which we need what? Half a kilo. So if we take 1 kilo, we can make 2 rounds of that. We've got a lot of stuff to haul over to the camp office. So we can get moved in, so to speak. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do everybody's favorite thing. And that is we're going to loot the dam. But like I had mentioned before, we're going to loot it in segments. So we're going to do the lower dam because probably won't come back down here ever again. We'll go cook that meat minus 1 piece, and then we'll go upstairs. Depending on the weather, we'll either work on the coat or we'll head over to camp office with as much stuff as we can carry. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and take this with us. And I'm going to keep from lighting the torch if I don't need to, or the lantern. It's pretty bright in here at the moment. We'll just try to take our time. No, I'm not going to worry about that.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
I'll grab that for now. We'll kind of just grab and haul, and we can sort things out later. We'll take that for fire. Now the only point to coming down here again would be is if we get the key for this, it might be worth doing. And we may run into a couple of lockers that we don't get to open. So there may be a possibility we come back down here, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Ooh, somebody's cassette tape. Okay, got all these. Okay. I love how we're warm in here, but the snowy wind is coming in. And I'm not really expecting to find much here. More or less, just kind of looking for food. Yeah, see, we got 1 locker down here. So do we risk coming down here for 1 locker?
Nobody needs this anymore.
And 1 cat. Okay, 2 lockers and 1 locker cash box. Will it change our stars if we miss it or not?
And this pack is kind of heavy.
Okay. We might be back. Not gonna hold my breath, but we might be back. Nothing jumping out at me. Not quite the spot it used to be. I'll tell you what, let's light this up. This is a little dark. if I'm not mistaken, I think we also have a decent amount of lamp fuel, so no worries there. One thing we got to be careful about is getting trapped down here, so don't want to linger too long. Little floppy disks on the desk. Little 3.5-inch floppy disks. Ah, the good old days when memory was in kilobytes. Okay. Well, not a lot to get excited about. So we got 4 lockers that we could come back down for. We've already checked all this. I kind of had a feeling that this part would be done because we kind of did this on the way down. So, okay. Don't need that. Oh, how nice of us to remember some wood for here. Torch. Oh, let's just use a match. All the ambient sounds in this dam are so interesting. Right. Just eat that right away. And then cook that one. There, that's about even. Alright, so let's get this back out real quick. Let's see if we can loot the small amount of area that's here while that's cooking. See if we can get 2 things done at once. Multitasking. Interesting. Combat pants. Very interesting. I can't even remember what kind of pants we have.
I think I can use this.
Well, we finally found some food. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the arrow shaft, but... Alright. I wasn't expecting anything too exciting. But you never know. Alright. Almost perfect timing. Put you to rest. How are we doing with... Is there any teas we can make? No. Okay. Could make a good torch if you wanted to. How are we doing on water? Probably wouldn't hurt to make some if we have enough time on this fire. Even a little bit. Venison cooked. Okay. Let's not pull a let it burn to a crisp.
Drop any of this gear.
Alright, we should have enough time in this fire. In fact, let's take a torch.
Rest suit.
How much stuff are we carrying? We're not that overloaded. We're definitely overloaded, but we're not that overloaded. By the time we drop a few items up here. But we're going to definitely sleep before we leave. I mean, it's almost nighttime. Okay, so nobody to check there. We don't necessarily want to lose the night to the Aurora trap down here. Alright, 20 minutes. Okay, let's just speed this up here. Pick that up. One more torch. And let's get upstairs.
Not sure I can carry much more.
No. I don't think I'm going to ask you to carry that much more. But we are moving kind of slow. Now, I can't remember if we've been in here or not. I know we did, like, some minor stuff. Okay, so we have been through here. Did we get the safe? We did, okay. So, nothing to concern ourselves in here. So, the only other part of the dam we haven't done over here, maybe? I don't remember doing this. Let's take a peek. No, we have not. We are getting tired, though. Maybe this will work out. I'd love to get lucky and find some coffee in here. That would be great. Or tea. We might get lucky and find some of that at camp office. Alright, well, we found some more food. That's good. I still hear the storm. There's all our goodies we left behind. All cured and ready to go. So what did I pick up? Okay, so we had deer and combat. Okay, so we'll leave these behind. We'll take them to the camp office, but we'll leave them behind. Alright, let's go. It's just windy. But we're not going anywhere. We're way too tired. Alright, so put that away. Get so much stuff. So much stuff to haul. That's empty. Alright. So let's get a couple hours of sleep before we start losing health. Okay, we want to make pie out of that. Yeah, let's eat this one. And one other one. Oops. Not just yet. Don't get excited. I know you're tired. Don't get excited. Alright. And let's do for like 3 hours. There's that aurora I was worried about. Now, I don't know what is and isn't safe in here, to be quite honest with you. And I don't want to risk it. It'd be a hell of a thing to get this far and lose it to just being impatient. So let's do 4 more hours. Still going. I think it's safe to go over there. I really think it's more further down and like in that other room where you can see some arcing going on. I think it's in that room and down in the main deal. I think you can go across this, but you don't want to risk it. Okay. Now I'm glad I made the water. Kind of needed it. Alright. Can we reach? Nope, it's in the way. Okay, that was me being brave. Alright, I'm going to work on this for just a bit. We still got 19 hours left. So let's... Well, that didn't last long. Now it's over. Okay. Well, I was going to try to take advantage of the light and couldn't do it. Okay. Sleep till morning. We're almost there. 1 more hour. Alright, we're just about as rested as we can be. The sun is officially up, so we should be able to work. But I am going to work on the coat for like 2 hours, like it was a minute ago. I'm going to have to seriously think about getting another knife made. Alright, well, we almost got it evened out, so. We do want it to be a little warmer. Let's do 1 more hour. Because technically, I mean, if it's 3 chevrons down cold, we're not going to get very far. We'd be better off just working. See, it's really cold out here. And not that it won't be cold later, but technically once we get past noon, it should start warming up a bit more. So we need to do this. This is the time to be working on it while we're waiting for better weather. So let's do 2 more hours. Water's going quick. Water's going quick. Boom. Okay, so technically, we should be in better shape. Take a peek. Still 3 down. Oh, I forgot we got fish here. In fact, you know what? Just
Getting kind of heavy.
let's just eat that. That's 1,270 calories. This was supposed to be travel food, but now it's going to be crafting food. Alright. Let's go put in 2 more hours over here. Wolf coat. I'm really curious to see if this is going to make enough of a difference that what I'm standing outside now is 3 down, that it turns it to 2 down. That will be amazing. Okay, so it's getting late enough now. You know what? I hear weather now. Did we miss our window? Because actually the wind, it's blowing in a favorable direction. Alright, let's... No. Pick it up. That put us over. Alright. Let's take everything we've got, and then we'll come back for the rest. And it is only 2 down, 3 down, depending on where we're at. So this is not going to last long. Oh, the wind stopped though. Still cold. All I want to do is get to camp office. Alright, we got deer, we got cattails. Food is not an issue at the moment. That's fantastic. I thought we were going to be in a lot bigger trouble coming back from Timberwolf Mountain thinking that we had exhausted everything. And it just goes to show how much you miss because you're hunkered down away from the weather. And so we found 6 deer carcasses. I mean, we just didn't cover all the... And all I can tell you is I know there's got to be more. There's got to be more of them hiding out there. All right. We're going to get cold here very quickly. All right. Let's see if we can get into the yellow train car here. I think you can do a fire in here.
Did I say I hate being cold?
Crowbar we don't necessarily need. Let's use some of that. And I'm going to use my last coal. We definitely need to find some teas, don't we? Alright, good. We're warming up some. Make sure we jiggle the tea. Can't burn anything else. Oh.
This will come in handy.
We went through most of the map. Could not find a bedroll. Went to Desolation Point and found one, and now we found a second one. So we'll haul that in. Can we... You know what? Let's do this. We'll Hopefully that will warm it up. I need to warm up, and then we'll drink the tea and we'll go. I know we can get rose hips up by camp office to replace that, and hopefully we'll get some more. Decent amount of tea making material here. I should have put down more water. Tell you what, let's do one more, and let's do a second one. We want to warm up. We made the fire, we might as well get our money's worth. Okay, we are warm. Can we put down this here? Is this even possible? I'm gonna burn myself, watch. Come on, I saw it. Okay, so we got an hour on that. And we've run ourselves sleepy because I was worried about working on that coat. But we got enough time to take a quick nap while that fire's running. Okay, we still got an hour on it. We're in a little better shape though. Alright, so drink this. Grab that. Drink some water. And I'll grab a torch, but we'll leave it burning in case blizzard hits and we have to tuck tail and run back. And I'm not too worried if it takes, you know, this is a whole day spent just moving across here to do, you know, one trip. My thought process is we can, you know, cut across the lake and work our way through like Allen's Cave and that back to come grab a second load and come across again. We have not looted anything here at Mystery Lake, so it's completely wide open. Yeah, we're going to take as much as you can right now. I won't add anything to it. How about that? I see a deer carcass up here, so that's a second meal. Need to grab some sticks, though. Yeah. I see a plethora of sticks. Come on. Okay, so we got 2 carcasses that we can grab meat from. Just from our visual. There's the fire tower. Won't touch the deer. Don't want to activate the timer. But we're not in bad shape warmth-wise, so... Oops, no, climb on the tree. Thank you. Anything? I see a fire striker. Yay!
Stuff will come in handy.
21%. Not fantastic, but it is a means to strike more fires. Got a couple of oak trees here, so we have acorns. Look like a ton of them, but that, you know, that is the setting we're on. Yeah, we're getting really close now. use these 28s. If we get lucky, we can carry this fire in, although it's starting to look like the weather's starting to turn on us. So that'll probably be all the traveling we get in for today. Hopefully we can get in here and work on the coat, because that's going to make travel a little bit easier. Like I said, if it can warm us up to where we're only 2 down versus 3 down like we are now, big help. So it shouldn't be an issue to get here without getting cold. We're looking pretty good on that front, so. Okay, let's gamble this. We have time. You know what? We probably have time to grab this one too. We can always go through this door instead. Frying pan. That's good. That's the other thing I was hoping for. I was hoping to find some coffee and maybe some tea. You know what? I'm going to let this torch go out for now. I don't intend to cook right away. Oh. I'm going to have some potatoes later. Pot. So now we can put both these pots upstairs. In fact, you know what? Just grab it and we'll drop it off upstairs. Really don't need you, so you're going to be fire striking materials. Hey, look at this.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Oops. We already have one that's in really good shape. And we've got 2 of those, so we'll lay those down upstairs. We'll have some backup if something catastrophic happens. Nope, mag lens there. But I don't even know if it's guaranteed there anymore. I know it used to be like a common spot to find it. Alright, so let's go upstairs and we'll drop those pots off. Alright. Books.
I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. Another bedroll. Where were all these bedrolls early on? They were all hiding from us. Couldn't find one to save our life, and now we have 3. Here, let's just get these out. Seeing how Mystery Lake is kind of our pivot point, these will be easy to get back to for the game plan that we have in place for how we're going to be doing our next few maps and what have you. So, and speaking of which, so that we can kind of touch on this. My original thinking was that from here we would go to Trappers, and then eventually we'd end up. There it is. I knew we had flour. Like I hadn't seen the flower yet. We go to Trappers after looting everything here, and then eventually we'd slip through the cave and get our way over to Milton or Mountain Town. And the more I've been thinking about it, the more I wonder how that's going to end up, because when we get done with Mountain Town, I was going to go to HRV. Oh, more food, good. we're going to go to HRV. So my idea was not to loot all of Mountain Town, maybe just a small quarter of it. Maybe pick like one side of the road where, like the side where Grey Mother is. I mean, you can go through a few of those houses to find some food or supplies, pick cattails and things of that nature. But try not to loot too much of it because we're going to have to come back through. Go into HRV, exploit HRV, and then from there, drop down into the basin and work our way to Forlorn Muskeg. And then, of course, Muskeg would lead to Bleak Inlet. But that particular plan avoids one thing, and that it is not going to allow us to go down into the ravine and Upper Bleak. So there's some possible food things that we're going to miss out on. And it doesn't really, we don't really explore the whole, the whole system or the whole map.
Can use this.
No, I don't think we can use that. The other thought is that HRV at this point in time is a bit of a foreign map to me. I have been there a few times. I do not know it super well. It really is just what it is. Unlike Bleak Inlet and Black Rock, where I've avoided it because I hate dealing with the Timberwolves. I mean, I've done it. You build the fire, you do the thing. Just not graceful with it, so I don't particularly enjoy it. Let's put these down. Trying to lighten the load here while we talk. So, I formulated another plan. And that plan is basically we go at this a different direction. And that is to basically do it in reverse. And there's two main reasons for maybe wanting to do it this way. The first one, for certain, is so that we can go down into the ravine and get there's going to be cattails down there. And I think there's a deer carcass down there. There's a possibility of a lot of other stuff down there. It's also going to put us into Upper Bleak. That'll give us the ability to get the code, to get into the little mill shop or workshop or whatever you want to call it. And there could be some loot in there. And that's going to help do Bleak Inlet better. There's nothing to be afraid in Bleak. I've been there enough. I know where to go and look. More so than even HRV, Hush River Valley. So this would buy me some time. Time for something else to happen, which, if you don't know this, I have a stalker run that I started about 2 months ago. We're currently in Mountain Town. We spawned there. And I'm trying to do a very slow and methodical playthrough. I'm trying to explore all the corners and really take my time. But we're really very close to doing what I want to do, because we spawned there, is I want to go into Hush River Valley. Really want to get into Hush River Valley and learn that map and get more comfortable with it. I've also had some help with that from the standpoint of D.H. Dunn just had a series where he went and spent time in HRV. So that series has helped give me some insights on where things relate. He did a really nice job of relating, waterfalls in different places, and that was fun to watch. And his level of experience with that place is almost equal, if not better than mine. And so I thought, well, I got that. I watched that. And if my stalker run is only an episode or two away from being there, I can get a little bit of insight into HRV before we commit this long-term character to an area I'm not comfortable with. it'll buy me time. So I think what we're going to do, once we get done with Mystery Lake, we're going to go down into the ravine, go into Bleak Inlet. We're going to loot Bleak Inlet for everything we can find. And then when we exit Bleak, we'll go into Forlorn Muskeg. Now, when you come out at that cave that's not too far from the radio tower. And from that point, we could just kind of loot that part of the Muskeg. Don't go anywhere near the Spencer's farm. Don't do anything more than just get back to Mystery Lake. And we could work our way over to Trappers. And we could even pre-plan Trappers to have the things we need to go further. And then from there, what we can do is do the HRV run and then go into Mountain Town, go into the lower basin. Oops, got myself off. Go into the lower basin of Milton or Mountain Town, and then that exits out into the other side of Forlorn Muskeg, where we can then properly loot a million cattails and put ourselves in the position to move on to Broken Railroad, which would then be the last map in the puzzle for the lower Great Bear. Any plan is only as good as it's executed. The one thing I feel better about this is that it covers one area that we would have skipped and then had to have traveled back through Mystery Lake, traveled back down just to go do that one little bit. And then the other part of it is it buys me time to go into HRV with my Stalker run, get more comfortable with it. That way when I bring this character finally to that place, I should be able to maneuver a lot better. I should know relationships of where what is to what, because we don't want to get caught in a blizzard and not know where a cave is or how to survive better. I'm just so afraid of that. I'd hate to lose it to something that I can fix. And I can fix it by just being wise enough to go spend time there before we get there. Because going down into Ravine and going into Bleak Inlet up in the upper area and working your way down, I've been through there enough that I feel comfortable with that. Okay. You could put that away. You don't have to sleep with the lantern. You're not that afraid of the dark. Okay, we definitely need to make water. So we'll have to see what our fire building materials are before we start that process. And you know what? Get a drink and then we'll sleep for some more. So maybe we can do water and craft. Water, craft. Come on, I know it's right here. It's right here. Okay, sun's up. Let's get work done. What do we have for fire? We have a book and 7 sticks. Fantastic. We're nowhere nearly prepared for this. You know what? Give me the hammer. Let's put the hammer down. And we could do this by hand. And if we do this with the hammer, God, it's a long time for that little bit. I think there's a couple more smaller crates up here. You know what? Just use the hatchet. We'll save 10 minutes. See, now this one's only 30, this chair. That other chair was an hour and a half. I'm okay with this one. Okay, so let's start a fire. And
Man, I could eat anything.
we'll just use a match. No, save the book. And I could have went outside to see if the sun was shining and done it that way, but we're already into the day. We need to get this
Come on,
going.
little fire.
All right,
Perfect.
you out. Go away. There we go. It's for 3, but we'll do 2 and 2. Okay, now we'll run downstairs and do 2 hours worth of crafting and go from there. And we probably ought to eat our other piece of food. All right, let's get this coat done. Got 10 hours. I don't know that we have enough time to do all of it for today, but it would certainly be nice to get this sucker done. All right, so let's go back upstairs. Another 2 hours, more water. Gonna be very close. No, don't pick that up.
If I can drop any of this gear.
It's embers. Eh. Alright, that buys me 25 minutes. I probably don't have enough time to break anything up in 25 minutes. That's an hour's worth of hammering. No. Nothing over here, is there? How about you? Oh, that's close. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. To make sure to get some water done, because this is always one of those things that slows you down. I should have did enough to make those pies. All right, so let's eat our beef jerky. 100% beef jerky. Wow, that's pretty damn good. All right, let's see how far we can get with this. It'd be really nice to get this done. This has been a multi-episode sucker here. I'd almost be tempted to run the lamp. Okay. 30 cattails. We got a ton more out on the lake. Well, maybe not literally a ton, but we should have quite a few more on the lake. We know we've got 2 deer to harvest. We've got 2 pieces of fish sitting over at the dam. So craft like a madman. All right, we're so close. Drink the water. All right. 2 more hours. "49 minutes. Oops. I'm still touching it. All right, we've got lamp oil. All right. Oh, hook. Okay. All right. 44 minutes. Let's do this. How's we the water? Let's drink some water. Worst case scenario, we break down some stuff. We can always make a little bit of bannock, and we still have the meat that we haven't cooked. We can make a couple of those. So we're not in dire straits. We still got some cattails to work on.
Starving.
But by goodness, this is the moment we've been waiting on. The coat. A crafted skinned coat. How amazing. Okay, so 1.7, this is 2.2. So we are definitely replacing this. All right, so take off and wear. 4C, baby, 4C. And we can repair this a little bit to get that to 2.5. Amazing. Now I'm going to leave the Mackinac on the outside. That way if we get caught in a blizzard, I can repair that easier than this. Although I do believe we have 1 extra of these. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe we have an extra wolf coat or wolf pelt. And if not, there are the possibility of at least 1 to 2 more out in the world. We got really lucky with the beach combing. So that's also another possibility for another one. So but let's drop these. Let's drop these. Lighten our load here. Drop these. And I think if we repaired that and we repaired this, I think if we did a few repairs here, maybe get up to 24, maybe 25. All right, that was worth a little bit of lamp oil. Way worth a little bit of lamp oil. All right. Let's go get some sleep. We had a very productive day. All right, let's do this. Oh, that's right. We have potatoes too. Eat. I'm clicking on them. It's not doing any good. All right, when we get up in the morning, we'll break down some firewood here. Let's go down to 20. Lot of resources to make that work. But we did it. We managed to cross the map to go back and get our wolf pelts and make the coat. And it gained us, we went from 1.7 to 4.0. That's a nice increase. Amazing increase. Okay. Do another 4. So as of this recording, the dev diary hit, and so the new DLC is supposed to hit in probably late June. They said mid, after the second half of June, so we'll say late June. Currently, it is the 26th of May, and so it is just about a month away, maybe a little less. And so that doesn't really affect anything. I'm not going to add the cougar because you're not supposed to have any wildlife, although I thought about maybe down the road, when we finish this one way or the other, that maybe our next run, we table, that's what we're looking for. 49, do this. That maybe we take a really strong look at updating the DeadWorld code, because this DeadWorld code was made for pre-DLC life, so there's a lot of changes. Cooking, scurvy's been added, which I think the scurvy part of it might add a little bit of an interesting flair to it. There's supposed to be misery mode coming out, which is going to add like these new afflictions. Those afflictions are going to be available within the custom settings. Depending on what these afflictions are, they could be added to DeadWorld to strengthen its level of difficulty to offset some of the gains that we've gotten with beachcombing and the cooking. So it might be an interesting thing to tweak the code and mess around with that. And Humble, I'm looking directly at you. Maybe you and I and some of the other people that are involved with the community, maybe we can take a serious look at that. To do more, to change the code just enough to make it a little more. Oh, look at this! Look at this! This is also great news. We can make sled. That might be worth making. An hour and a half. Where are we at with food? No, you know what? Get over here. Grab this. I know we were down on water. I almost wonder if this would be better. This would give us cloth for, because an hour and a half for 27 extra minutes. We get 6 cloth. This is 4 and 4. So, I think this is time well spent here. So let's break this down. Not like we're going to get to sit in the easy chair. So how many deer hide do we have? 1. We have 2 with us. Okay, so we're not going to get that done. I don't have a clue. Crampon, snares, travois. Travois, 1 cured deer hide, 4 Oh, we can make that. We ought to make that before we head back to the dam, because then we can haul all of that back. I kind of like that idea. Let's do that. And now we've got enough deer hides, because I know this thing wears out, and I know it's something Humble had mentioned to me about making this. Is like, hey, it wears out really bad, but we've got enough deer skins, and there's more deer skins that we can harvest. And Mystery Lake is going to kind of be a little bit of a hub for us, because if we do the ravine to Bleak Inlet, we're coming back here to go through Trappers, so we could always take a few hides over to Trappers, leave them behind. And then we might even take the hammer with us when we go ravine to Bleak, because when we come out of the cave there, we can leave the hammer right there, and then when we get to the muskeg, we can build us another knife or take it to Broken Railroad. Are we hungry? Oh, look at that! I'm sitting here talking, and I ruined well-fed. Please don't yell at me, Humble. Please don't yell at me. And I say that with tongue-in-cheek. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's grab this. I think we have oil. Take the frying pan. Let's go up here and make food. And then, depending on how long it takes to make said travois, we make that. Well, I guess the sled's going to come in really handy because I sat there and talked my way to... I should have paused the game. That was just not time managing what I was doing. I was monologuing, just like a good villain in the comics. All right. So anyway... Really? It's been a long time since you failed a fire, Astrid. Come on, you can do this. You can do this. So anyway, Mystery Lake is going to be a bit of a hub for us. Kind of a centralized location. So if we leave stuff behind here, like the hides and stuff, they're going to be easy to get back to because we're going to be passing through here. Even when we get done with Lower Milton and move into Forlorn Muskeg, it's not that hard to come back. I'll tell you what, let's do water and grab stuff because we can always position a few deer hides at the tunnel entrance, per se, or whatever. We can always think far enough ahead to drop off some stuff. Okay, so let's cook. We can do rosehip pie and venison pie. Okay. Tap a few more cattails. 44 minutes. That was just silly. What other stuff can we drop up here? We'll burn that up. We can sharpen the axe now. It's down to 60. Here, let's refuel this. That will knock that down. Okay. 42 minutes for water, 28 minutes for there. Do we have any other small items we can break down? This is 2 hours. We can't break that down. Let's see if there's something I can repair in 28 minutes here. I doubt that's going to do it, but let's take a look. 54 minutes. Don't think that needs repaired. This could use a little touch-up. 54 minutes. That's too much time. How about combat pants? 27 minutes. Of course, it's now a much shorter time period. Alright, pants are now at 100. Those are done. Tell you what, let's cook some bannock here. And then let's cook a potato. Get this all fed up. So what did the pants give us? I'm curious. 23. So if we could get the Mackinaw done, the sweater done. Eat. Alright, cook. Make another round of these. We're going to need the extra carry weight thanks to Astrid not bothering to tell us she was hungry. Yeah, that sounds like a good excuse. Alright. It is what it is. Sorry if you guys were pointing and yelling at me at the screen. If you're going to be forgetful, you might as well be good at it and forget everything. Alright. You know, we really don't need an arrow shaft. Let's put that up here for the moment. Now, while we're waiting on this, let's take a look. Oh, we can prepare rose hips. That's good. We need that. We need those. So how long to make said travois slash sled slash 6 hours? Okay. Yeah, we're getting close on 6 hours. You know what? Go ahead and make the tea.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Well, you wanted to eat, Astrid, and now you're going to complain about it. Alright. Anything else we can cook? No. Alright, so let's just do more water. We got an hour left on this fire. And hardly anything to throw in it. Okay, so we've got an hour. 20 minutes on that. Don't think we've got anything small to break down. That's a 2-hour job there. Oh, we got a book here. Any more books? You know, there's going to be a whole bunch of books in the cabins. And we can pick up some sticks. Alright, there we go. We're at an hour and a half. We just need another... Maybe I could run outside real quick. Even if it's stormy. We go out this back door here. We got coffee to make. There's usually a... Yeah. I was going to say, there's usually a little bit of sticks right out here. That should do it. Don't want to be out there for long.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Nope, can't drop any of this gear. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, let's add our sticks. There we go, 2 hours, that's plenty now. Take our bannock. Cook some more bannock. Food really isn't an issue. I mean, realistically, we've got quite a bit to chew on. And who knows, maybe we get lucky with the, you know, we've got a prepper's cache here. We can check. There's the one in the Muskeg. There's one in Bleak. There's one in Milton. I believe there's one in HRV. See, I don't know where that's at. See, it would be a waste. I need to learn where that is. Okay. Let's eat this other bannock.
Not sure I can carry much more.
Should be able to do at least a half. Can we do more bannock? I'm going to just keep making bannock until we run out of ingredients at this point. I do think it was a good idea to cook these up. Because decent calories, not fantastic. But having the extra carry weight, especially now, because, you know, somebody let well-fed go. We don't want to talk about it. We don't know who it was, but when we find out. Alright, how much time we got on there? Maybe we could do another round. Yeah. Our cooking skill's up. It's going faster than we normally see it. Okay, we got 23 minutes. We are done with bannock. Okay, we've cooked our way out of the bag. Is there any extra? There's a little bit of flour dust at the bottom of the bag. 20 minutes left. Nothing to cook. Let's see if we can get some water done. Maybe I can put one more stick in here. Alright. I think that'll be fine. We're going to let that go. Don't think we're going to get very far in the travois. I think we should start. So let's do this real quick. Let's put that there. Okay, do we get all of our ingredients for the travois? We've got all our sticks. Okay, we do. We can start this. Grab those because it's probably going to require tools. 5.5 hours with a hatchet. Okay. Let's begin the crafting process. Okay. Eat some bannock. We're getting more done than I anticipated. Considering, I mean, we started with looting the dam. How exciting is that? Okay. We're 2 hours away. Don't know I want to burn up that much lamp oil. 46 minutes is one thing, but I don't know that I want to do any more than that. It's really dark in here. I think I'll use the lamp to find our way upstairs. Normally I can bumble my way up through the windows, but... Alright, let's do this. Let's go over here. Put this out. Can we see the window? Okay, yes we can. So let's take and do these 3 cloth. I do intend to do some sewing. Oh, we still got 7 bannock, so we're good. I think we can get the sled built. I think that's where we're gonna. I just noticed the time. We're about 10 minutes past an hour's run here. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is we'll get a good night's sleep. If the aurora kicks in, we'll get up and do more. But we'll sleep for 2 hours. Seeing how we don't get no bonus time on the bed. There it is. We did get it. Alright. Fantastic. We'll have gotten a little bit of rest. We can go downstairs, maybe finish the sled. And we'll be ready for the next episode. We can start looting and pillaging. Alright, let's do for an hour and a half. We're almost there, Astrid. We're almost there. Just giving us a chance to get healthy again, at least. Bada boom, bada bing. What a wonderful thing. Okay. We now have a travois. Fantastic. So that'll help a lot because what we can do is, like, if we get an opportunity to harvest any of the deer that we find and we don't have time to make a fire or cook it, we can just shove it all in there and grab and drag this thing behind us. Let's go outside here real quick. I want to see. Let's get a drink. always pretty to go see the aurora.
I'm gonna need your guys'.
All right, we're still 3 down. What's the weather? 32 below. Oh, but look, we're in the windbreak and we're only 2 down, so that's cool. Very windy though. Can't spend long out here, but it's always pretty to see. All right. So maybe on a less windy day, I mean, you still got the windbreak right here. We're not as cold, so it's a start. All right, let's go back inside. This will be our stay point. Ah, the beautiful lights of the aurora. Anyway, now that I monologue myself into needing to get back to well-fed, and that we'll work on getting that back. We'll start looting Milton, hauling our junk from the dam to camp office, and formulating our plans to move from Mystery Lake to Ravine to Upper Bleak and on through there. And by plans, I mean, like, do we leave the hammer behind in a certain place to allow ourselves to make another knife? Do we take deer carcasses and strategically leave them in places to repair the travois? Things like that. So any suggestions, by all means, leave them in the comments. I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch the videos and comment and like and all that stuff. It's a wonderful thing when people interact with what you're doing. So until the next episode, we will catch you on the next one.